Friday afternoon here in Chicago. It's cold and snowy and raining. However, I wanted to jump on between all the stuff that's going on and talk about prayer. So I posted something in the group a little while ago as asking the question, do you pray? And many of us do, and many of us on this spiritual journey will come from various backgrounds, various beliefs, various religions. So we have this programming, if you will, within us. So coming from various backgrounds, I wanted to bring us together to come to a place where we can exercise, we can create an exercise of prayer. And prayer, not so much how it's thought of in some religions. For example, I'm praying to something outside of myself. So we're not talking about that kind of prayer. Oh, dear God, please bless me with winning the lottery and I will do whatever you want. Amen. So we're not talking about that kind of prayer, right? We're talking about a state. So as an NLP coach and a master hypnotist, I'm all about the states and discovering how you can put yourself in the state of prayer through an exercise with 4 steps. So many of us are going through so many things. The first step is to get clear. You want to get very clear. So if we have so much going on inside with all of the things happening in our 3D world, you're not clear. So you don't want to be praying when you're not clear, because what you'll get is unclarity, uncertainty, you know, cluttered answers, I guess. You know, from experience, when I'm in a state of not being clear, I'm not clear in this realm. So first you got to get clear. And I wanted to share with you a download you can get from us. And I don't know if you're going to see it properly, but this is the focus wheel. And next, step 2 in this process is focus. So this exercise helps you get clarity and focus. And so how to use this when you're doing an exercise of prayer. You go through these 6 areas and you mark them, each one, and many of you have done this before. You use the pain scale, 0 to 10. 0, no pain. 10, oh my gosh, kill me now. It's that painful. It couldn't get any worse. So go through yourself and each category, mark yourself. Where are you on the pain scale when it comes to your health? On a scale, it's from 0 to 10. Mark down that number and then move on to your business or career. Where are you with your business and career? Because it has to start with you in order to gain clarity. And this is important. Many of us think that we're praying for someone else, and that's wonderful to do, but you want to make sure before you say any prayers at all that you are in a state of clarity and focus. Then move on to the next category. Rate yourself. This is not to berate yourself. Just take a good, honest look at where you are with your finances. And you know, in the spiritual world, money is important, right? We can't just say, oh, it's just money. Money is the root of all evil, and then totally ignore the money. We're going to take a look at where are you with your finances. Rate yourself on a scale of 0 to 10 when it comes to your money flow, that energy flow. And then your relationship. I'm going to ask you to rate yourself first. Where are you from 0 to 10 with your relationship with yourself? Then when you go into a state of prayer, you can then do this exercise with your relationship with another. And it could be any other. But we'll get into that later with an exercise of prayer. And rate yourself where you are with your own spirituality. This is so important because there's so much information out there. There's so many things happening out there that can just crush us and throw us off balance. And where are you right now with your spirituality? How connected to you are you to you? And where are you when it comes to your mind activity? Because our mind is going to take us off balance. I was just in a podcast today with one of our group members, Miss Landa Hernandez. It was a wonderful interview, but we talked about this, how important it is to be aware. So where are you? Rate yourself. And then giving. Giving is the sixth category. Rate yourself with giving to yourself. Do you take time out for prayer? Because, we got to stop looking at all the things for a little bit in order to bring ourselves in the state of prayer. So where are you with giving to yourself? And then where are you with giving to others? Because one of the things I do in my business is I do give to others, but I get to choose. So how are you choosing to give to those services, organizations, whatever that is that you want to see more of? Are you giving and supporting? And rate yourself in all of these. Some of us might not be able to give because we're not getting enough to get by. So be honest with where you are. And then the next step with the focus is take a look at all the numbers you just put down in all 6 areas. Where is the one that's the highest? Where is the one that's the highest? And so what we want to do is really focus in on that area that might be the highest, whether it's your health, your business, career, your finances, your relationships, your spirituality, or your giving to yourself or others. Take a look honestly without beating yourself up, and which one is the highest number? So if you would like this PDF, we created this, send me a direct message with your email, and I will make sure you get a copy of this exercise. So once you are aware of where you are and what category you want to focus in on, now we want to engage your body. We want to engage the second energy center, the sacral center, and we want to engage the 6th energy center, the 3rd eye, and expand and open this larger unseen part of you and come into this state. And it is a state of prayer. And hold that number up for the highest good to allow yourself to integrate all the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and ask to release what no longer serves you while in this state, and just hold it. Hold it. So I have many of you guys are letting me know, what's going on. There's a couple of you that are looking for a place to live. Some having problems paying their bills, getting a job. So many things going on. Just had another contact. She lost her house in the fires. So there are so many things happening in this 3-dimensional world. And one of the hardest things to do, especially if you're experiencing loss of any kind, one of the hardest things to do is come into this space of prayer. It's easier said than done. So one of the things we want to practice doing is creating a container. So what I mean by that, when you're in a state of prayer, you want to create a container around you, and everything is right there. Allow yourself to openly feel this container around you, and you can easily do this. We do this all the time. If I ask you to close your eyes and just in your mind's eye, look around your room. So you have the walls, you have a door, you have a window, you have a closet, you have a desk, you have a bookshelf. You can see in your mind's eye this physical container. So what we want to do in this state of prayer is create a non-physical container to hold that space. And that's really what it means to hold space, to hold something in a container with love and just hold it there. So now once you have your container, you're focused in on that area you need help with. So we want to look for guidance in a state of prayer, right? Or we want to look for support in a state of prayer, whether it's financial, emotional, mental, physical, whatever that is. So now you take in, I am supported, and hold that container of feeling supported in this moment. And while you're in this state of prayer, just hold the container and let whatever happens from your focus and getting clarity and creating the space, you want to hold that space in a state of prayer. And this is why sometimes mudras, hand shapes and coming together, the hands coming together in prayer with the feet flat on the floor, sometimes like in Kriya Yoga, they'll roll the tongue up to the back of the throat while in prayer, and this creates a complete circuit within you. So energy is freely flowing in this state. So the energy begins to come off your body and fill the container that you just created before entering the state of prayer. Now hold this exercise. Hold it. Your mind's going to come in. It's going to tell you you're doing it wrong. Thank the mind, because as you know, I talk about how you are not your mind. Just become aware that the mind has come in. And whatever you need to do, thank it, and then come back to holding that container and asking for support and feeling supported. Asking for answers and finding the answers. Allow yourself to open and fill the container. That's right. So what I want to do in this group, so listen up, I want to do regular exercises of prayer. So when we come together, when two or more are gathered in my name, this is where the magic happens. So when we allow ourselves to come together and create this state in a unified fashion, this state doesn't know time and space. This is important. It's physics. So this state does not know time and space. It doesn't know that you're watching a video. It doesn't know that we're on completely opposite ends of the world. So it doesn't know time and space. So when two or more human beings come together, the beings connect in this state of prayer, and we hold that image, that focus, what it is you want. We hold it together, each other's focus, within the container that we create. This is an exercise of prayer. So even we just recently lost a loved pet for 14 years. Even though he's not physically here anymore, he's here. I feel him. We all do. It's in the container, the space that we hold for whatever that is. It could be a person, a place, or a thing. And when we hold the container for that person, place, or thing, we automatically raise the vibration in the state of prayer. And when I say vibration, it literally is, some people feel chills going up their spine. Some people just feel joy or happiness. Some people just feel a lightness. Some even feel a light breeze going over their skin. So it really depends on how you connect to this opening as you're filling the space that you're in, like a container, with your energy that is now coming off of you in a state of prayer. Excellent. So I want to know in the comments, where are you? Where is your highest number? And let's do a group exercise of prayer. We won't do it here in the group because there's no exchange. So what I'll do is I'll just leave the link in the group, and we'll try and do it on various times and days so that no matter where you are in the world, you can participate in this powerful state of being. This exercise of prayer shows you how to get in shape into this space or state of prayer. And it is an exercise, but once you know it, there's no going back. You can then hold space for someone like a soilless garden and encourage it and lift it and send love to it. As long as they're open to receive, that container, that holding space that you created, is a powerful space. And it is a powerful state of being. So when two or more are gathered in my name, this is where the magic is. And two or more meaning your heart and your mind coming together, creating a third frequency called coherence. And when you're in this state of prayer, you're in coherence. This is where the magic is. So your call to action is, tell me what your highest number category is, and let me know what day and time would be best for you to do a group exercise of prayer so that more energy comes together and watching the magic happen. All right, so with that said, thank you so much for being in this group. This is an amazing group, and I want to hear from you. We have almost 1,000 people in this group. I want to hear from you. I want to know what you like about this group and what you would like more of. So in the meantime, keep being amazing.